could be your last in the jungle. On the humble, tumble. The corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Nuzzling, we all stare at the out of towners. They better break north before we get.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They've been looking like a well-oiled machine and one playing polished basketball as if they were midway through the season. There's a lot to like about what this group has been able to accomplish early on. Let us talk for a moment about one Kobe Bryant. Coming off another season riddled with injury. Kenny, do you think he can still carry the Laker offense?
I don't know if he wants to carry the Laker offense anymore. I know he has the willpower to carry the offense. He still was the leading guy on the team last season in shot attempts. But a year off, something to overcome, man. I think he needs to put that kind of energy aside and concentrate on helping some of the younger players as we go on in this season.
You know him very well, Shaq.
Well, at this point of his career, he has a game that is not dependent on raw physicality. You know, he can take over with skill. Early in his career, he used to jump out the gym. Now he's older, shooting a lot of jump shots. But I agree with Kenny. Bring somebody else along. You only got 1, 2, maybe 3 years left. It's time to mentor somebody else.
Tip-off is fast approaching as we send it courtside to Kevin Harlan.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at the Lakers. They're facing a lot of challenges, fellas, in this upcoming part of the schedule. They're faced with a lot of tough battles away from home.
And before the season, guys, not much was expected of this group. We heard them saying that they were going to prove the doubters wrong, but so far that has not been the case. It's been a struggle.
Yeah, that's a case, Greg, to me, of intention into reality. You know, this is a team with some work to do, plenty of way. It could serve them well going forward, though.
All right, let's set floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Hibbert in at the 5. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that power. Reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
It's deflected, tipped away. Love goes in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And he gets it to go. Randall's got his first points of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass. Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle. And Kobe Bean Bryant, the only 30,000-point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
Good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Thompson for three. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
And he sinks the second.
And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously gifted as a playmaker as well.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. From deep LeBron, one up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Now, here is Russell. He's covered closely, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
And Cleveland making a change here. Cunningham's checked in.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also the basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
A different look now for Cleveland. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Thompson. Jones comes in for Cunningham. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Jefferson with the three. Another three for Cleveland. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The offensive rebound, Russell, and the rejection by LeBron. Jones for three. That's in there. Love with the assist. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
And Hibbert hits them both. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Now here's Jones. From deep three-point range, and another three for Cleveland.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Lakers trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nancy's checked in for Hibbert. World Peace comes in for Randall. Young's checked in for Bryant. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Williams. Young's got his first basket.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He he still maintains his body control.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Lakers trail by 3. World peace with a screen on Smith. Here's Clarkson. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
Here's Clarkson. The Cavaliers making the shot. Nobody near Williams. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for J.R. Smith. And the Lakers also making a change. Passes checked in. Outside for Jefferson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists in the game. And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Warriors in Oakland.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
That's good.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Love kicks to Jefferson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Jefferson's got 13.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Young against Jefferson. And here's Young. He's got 5. Feeds it to Williams. Looking to end the run. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Lakers trail by 8. They've got Smith. Jefferson out there with Jones. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Cowan in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Kobe. Here we go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Clarkson. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And James gets it to go on the assist by Jefferson. James has got 5 points so far. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Shots good by Jefferson.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Russell. After Richard Jefferson's basket, Crandall with the bucket.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for James. Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's checked in for James Jones. And it's Jared Cunningham in for J.R. Smith. And the Cavaliers call time here. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. James Jones, he's checked in for Thompson. LeBron comes in for Jared Cunningham. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And again, the Lakers no good. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team grade around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
It's Jefferson outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And stolen by LeBron. Smith wide open. He fires. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 5 assists tonight. Outside, Kobe. 16 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Kobe's got 9 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Here's Jones. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. World Peace comes in for Julius Randle. Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. And finished off by Bass.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Smith for 3, and it's good. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
A different look now for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for Jefferson, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James Jones. Here is Bass. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Lou Williams won the 6th man award last year, Clark in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer, and that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
A different look now for Cleveland. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Varejao. And Jones subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Harry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. The first one falls.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Young against Jones. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
And it's James missing. Lakers trail by 4. And Young kicks to world peace. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. They double him with Love. Passes to Young. Williams attacking. Williams missing again.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's LeBron missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's world peace. Soft touch off the glass.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
World peace on the wing. Drops in the tray. World peace has got 5 now. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers ahead, up by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kobe, what encourages you in what you've seen from the team's offense?
We're playing hard. Our bigs are really working tonight. They're really running the floor well. They're rolling to the basket with a purpose.
Kobe, appreciate the time as always. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. The Lakers' first quarter could have gone much better. A big part of the problem was their defense and inability to slow down shooters. They gave up a sky-high shooting percentage against. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
One strong area has been their work on the boards. When you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives the team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Complete domination. What a game for Jefferson. He has 17 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 down low.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Here's James. The jumper from the free throw line is good. James has got 9.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him. Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
For the Cavaliers, Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for Thompson. Jones comes in for Cunningham. And Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Jones, no one around him. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Jones has got 14 points for the game. The Lakers in the lead. The drive by Russell. No good with the layup. And Clark, fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, the half-court offense, that attack has really been pedestrian, even lackluster, if you will.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Now, Clarkson following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 11 points for LeBron. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
90 seconds now into the second half. Randall, that's good. Randall's got 8.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jefferson's shot is off.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 12. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. James with the ball. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Smith dishes to LeBron. Outside, Jones. The 3. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
The Lakers with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Cavaliers. Cunningham comes in for James Jones. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
That's good. Russell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. They are wreaking havoc on them with the 3-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hibbert.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Here's James, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a 3-point play.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Cleveland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, James. Lakers trail by 7. Now the pass to Young. And another 3 for the Lakers. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Stolen by World Peace. Young passes to World Peace. Elbow shot. The dive for the ball. Young's shot is off.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
3-pointer, Dellavedova, and the shot is good. Dellavedova's got 5.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Here's Huertas. Misses the 3.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Varejau. And a miss there on the triple.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
To the paint, stolen by Thompson. To the inside. And the dunk by LeBron.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Wirtz following the score by Cleveland. And it's world peace missing.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Cleveland moving the ball around. James kicks to Varejao. Back to LeBron. Fires for three. Varejao missing again. Lakers trail by 9. Young dishes to world peace. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. World Peace has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Varejao kicks to Cunningham. Offensive rebound, Thompson. And he gets the bucket.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Young against James. And Young, here we go. Good. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here is Cunningham. Here's Thompson. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers lead by 9. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And the final period of play just about to start. Cleveland leading by 9. They've got Anderson Varejao. Cunningham is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Cowan in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He has 12 points and 1 steal as well. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, but
it does. That is a factor.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Lakers trail by 10. Russell with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Kobe. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Here's Love. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Love's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Randall, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Cavaliers leading by 8. That's a 2 from Smith. No good. Good work defensively by Bryant. And it's the Lakers on the break. Cavaliers with the rebound. Jefferson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep. And it's James missing.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Jefferson, here we go. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Bryant. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Ready? Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
There's the dish to Russell. Here's Hibbert. Power down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Lakers trail by 4. Russell passes to Randall. Kobe with it. Jefferson picks him up. Can't hit.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's LeBron with the drive, and that one's good. James has got 15 points here in the second half.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And Bryant kicks to Russell. No good on the triple.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
LeBron outside. It's stolen by Randall. Pushing it up. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Russell.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately need it, timely, opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
Kobe dishes to Randall. The second chance effort, and it's laid in by Bryant. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 7. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jefferson. .144 left in the fourth. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
For three, Smith, and another three for Cleveland.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
The drive by LeBron. Again, James missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and...
Kobe with it. Pass to Hibbert. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 10. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
Jefferson, that's good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron fans obviously love seeing both you and Kobe on the floor out there competing. What does it mean to you in a game like tonight?
It means a lot to go against him. That's somebody I idolized when I was in high school, and to be on the same floor with him, 2 times a year is great. He's one of the best of all time, still one of the best in this league today, and it's always good going to get someone that you know is going to compete every possession.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah. How real is this?
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick.
Left to right, right to left, and then left-handed spin move.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
What if he's mentally shooting?
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. The Wizards here looking to pick up one game on the road before returning back to Washington. And, of course, the news going into this game, bad. Josh Smith will not play, sideline Clark with an injury.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And for the Wizards, Amir Johnson is out there with Irving. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Muhammad. And it's Harris in at the 1. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And Caspi has it in the corner. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Here's Varejao. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage. it's almost unfair.
Here's Harris. Dishes it to Johnson. Off target from the baseline. Cavaliers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Now here's Freak. Muhammad covering. Here's Freak. That 3 off the mark.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also.
That'll do it for the first hit.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. We've done a nice job of getting everyone involved in the offense. Our passing has been heads up and unselfish. That's something I'd like to see even more of. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. There's no reason the lead shouldn't be even bigger right now. And I'm counting on you guys to make sure that it gets bigger, and soon.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Cleveland leading a change here. Freak's checked in. Freak in a 2-guard. Caspi is out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Freak passes to Caspi. Irving drives in. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Irving's got 17 now. Wizards trail by 14. And it's Beal in the corner. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Irving dishes to Love. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Beal. And he lays it straight in. He's got 16.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Irving attacking. Here's Caspi. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
First one falls for him. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Shumper comes in for Freak. And it's Jeremy. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Shabazz Muhammad. Harris is out there with Wall. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Porter in at the center position. Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer. And it's Freak missing. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it.
All right, now. What's up, girl?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He made a big impact with his three-point shooting. 12, that's right, 12 of his points came from beyond the arc. He really allowed them to stretch out the defense and open up the floor for driving lanes as well.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Well, the team won tonight, but certainly no thanks to you in that effort. Do you feel like you let down the fans with the way you played?
Let down the fans? You serious? Well, we won the game, man. Won the game. The fans know what I could do. Just because I didn't get it done tonight don't change a thing. Yo, come back and we'll have a more serious talk next time if we actually lose. Next question, please.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
So have the early stages with the new team been everything you hoped it would be?
Well, it's no secret I've wanted to be here for a long time. And I gotta say, it feels great. This is just the first game of many, and I know we're gonna do some big things here. Anything less than a championship will be considered a failure by me, so I hope y'all ready. Because I'm about to take my game to a whole nother level. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Is that all? All right, cool. Peace.
right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish, Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right to left, and then left-handed spin move.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest, so no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick to get off his shot off the dribble, which is different from most three-point shooters. That's why some people don't really recognize him as a three-point shooter.
And not only that, Kenny, because he's so fast, you got to respect his drive and give him the space. As soon as you do that, yak him.
Thanks for joining us. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
That's the sound of the net, Ernie. Yak him.
That's what I hear.
Yak him.
That's what I hear when I shoot.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. To take a look at the Celtics, this is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've got to be thrilled with the way this season has started for them. They've already got some big wins under their belt and definitely a confidence booster.
And, I think it was important for them to get off to this sort of start. I mean, they had to prove themselves early.
A new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Celtics trail by 4. Thomas kicks to Bradley. They double him with Freak. Back to Thomas. Celtics passing it around. Bradley against Len. 6 on the shot clock. And Boston has possession. Crowder the pass to Thomas. And too long on the shot.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Freak missing. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Marcus Smart's checked in for Thomas. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thank you, Doris. Now Lynn, 8 points his last outing. Pass to Freak. Puts up a 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Smart kicks to Crowder. There's the pick. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
At first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but Boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Zeller kicks to Smart. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Cavaliers lead by 7.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together.
And now the third quarter. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Isaiah Thomas. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
This guy is explosive as any guard in the league, and he's got a craftiness to his game and a work ethic that just does not quit, whether it's creating for teammates or put.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what the? Yo, what is that?
And then left-handed.
Supernova. Nah.
Left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish, Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right, right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish, Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right, right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish, Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right, right to left, and then
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here with my 2K Sports broadcast partners. I bet you can just feel the Valentine's Day love coming from Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Or maybe you can't, which would also be a good thing.
I can. Hold my hand.
You didn't get my chocolates?
Hold his hand, Kenny.
Oh, well, I
hold his hand, man.
Come on.
I'm not part of a love triangle.
Yes, you are.
There you go. Happy
Valentine's
Day.
Yes, thank you.
Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors, even if that didn't happen. So, Warriors, champs, deservingly.
Yeah, a ditto. I certainly echo that sentiment for what it's worth. And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Let's take them back.
Yo, Freak, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. You got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love. Right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last. Spates checked in for Zeller, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Spates in at the 5.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Freak with it, picked up by Thompson. The 3. And it's Freak missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Curry, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops. Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Golden State.
São Paulo.
Sei da dureza que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar no impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela. Eita, é foda, João.
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man? Not even if you have a car with a tank full of gas. Not even if you have a ship to cross the seas. Nor if you own a bag full of it. Or if you lead your own church and put your soul at ease. Will I ever bow down to you?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here with my 2K Sports broadcast partners. I bet you can just feel the Valentine's Day love coming from Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Or maybe you can't, which would also be a good thing.
I can. Hold my hand.
You didn't get my chocolates?
Hold his hand, Kenny.
Oh, well, I
hold his hand, man.
Come on.
I'm not part of a love triangle.
Nah.
Yes, you are.
There you go.
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Yes, thank you.
Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now.
Yo, Freak, what's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's your family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
Sure. Got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. The new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
on some chill. We go zero.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us. Tested. But as the number 4 seed, they enter this series with the assured swagger of a team that expects to dominate. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but
a buzz in the air in this sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, game 1. A new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And then for New York, Vasili's checked in for Splitter. Seraphin comes in for Porzingis. And it's Trevor Booker in for Anthony. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's J.J. Barea. And it's Booker in at the small forward. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Freak dishes to Thompson. He kicks it to Freak. Pulls up. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot coming in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And so he earns it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now, history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, they took care of business in Game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And after winning Game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that.
And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland. The site of our broadcast for tonight. East rolls on. Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Then for the Knicks, Lopez is checked in for Splitter. And it's Booker in for Porzingis. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Robin Lopez out there with Trevor Booker. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. 1:41 left in the first. A nice shot by Barea.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever.
Right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the New York Knicks in New York. For the
So
New York City. What a great view in the bright lights of the Big Apple. We've got an electric crowd in a sold-out arena here in New York City. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. Take a look at the Knicks. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start. In for New York. Porzingis comes in for Trevor Booker. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. Jeremy Lin is out there with Freak, and it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to NBA playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, got Shaquille O'Neal. Time to get ready for this crucial Game 4 of the opening round. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. After an agonizing overtime loss in Game 3, easy to look back and wonder what they might have done differently, but they've got to move on. And Kenny, a monster elimination game tonight. If you're the underdog and fighting for your playoff lives, what do you do to turn the tide in this series?
Oh, you got to play like there's no tomorrow, Ernie. Every 50-50 ball, those are those balls that are just rolling down the court. You got to get those. Every second chance.
These great scenics, the stunning shots of the skyscrapers, the majestic Midtown Manhattan view in the background there. A gorgeous night in New York City. Splitters checked in for Lopez. Festus Ezeli comes in for Porzingis. And it's Booker in for Carmelo Anthony. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Greek is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. Follow kicks to Barea. Baseline jumper, and that one goes long.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Bayless is checked in for J.J. Barea. Second free throw, no good.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Freak passes to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Shumpert in the corner. Pick by Verija. Off the pick. And the shot falls short this time.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Solomon. Good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they couldn't quite pull it off in Game 4. It was a close one. Now looking to battle back here in Game 5. And this is it, an opportunity to just nail down this series. Shaq, when you're on the verge of closing out a team, what is the key to getting that done?
You're facing a team with a high level of desperation. You have to go in with the mindset, Ernie, whatever it takes.
You want to just crush their spirit, Ernie. Crush their spirit. Get on the attack and
There's a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. New group on the floor.
right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the star of Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now. Left to right to left, and then left-handed spin move.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 6 here in Round 1. An exhilarating night of the NBA playoffs coming right up here on 2K Sports. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaq. I'm Ernie Johnson as we get ready for the tip. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York, they were able to make the plays necessary to win Game 5 in overtime. We'll see if tonight's game is just as competitive. Well, frankly, they don't have many options in this one, win or go home. Now, from the coaching perspective, Kenny, how do you prepare your team with so much on the line?
Well, the one thing is focus, man. You got to teach your team to focus, because when you're not forcing things and you're focused in, you say, the things that's got us here is still good.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. Back in for the Knicks. Trevor Booker comes in for Porzingis. A different look now for Cleveland. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Jeremy Lin is out there with Freak, and it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. Lin kicks to Thompson, and that one's good.
Excellent work.
Left to right to left, and then left-handed spin move. What's up, guys? On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hang out with the youngest star of Blackish, Miles Brown, and Scott O'Gallagher gives you a winning tip. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Pistons in Detroit. Looking at the Pistons, they enter the conference semifinals looking very tough. A clean sweep in round 1. They're hoping to carry that momentum into game 1 tonight. And the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change.
Great view from across the water, looking at a majestic Motor City skyline. The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived. Just making a switch here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Cavaliers as they go up against the Detroit Pistons.